nothing seems to be going your way. You're trying to just slam your way through something, but obstacle after obstacle after obstacle keeps coming your way. That is a clear sign from the universe that you are not in alignment with that thing, and that it's important for you to reorganize, because the universe is trying to get your attention. We've all had signs from the universe where it feels like the universe is giving us a high five or a wink, where it's like everything is just in perfect alignment. We're catching all the signs, and it's like, ooh, like there's something magical here. And sometimes those signs are even like gut feelings that saved you. We are all connected. We all are connected to all sorts of different consciousness, and God, universe, spirit, creation, whatever sacred title you give that beautiful frequency, is sending you signs. I remember I got on an airplane after I was done visiting my family, and I sat down. And when I sat down, I couldn't believe who was sitting next to me. And it was one of my college professors that I had been looking for. And was getting signs from the universe for quite some time to reach out and send her a thank you note, a thank you letter, a thank you email, any way that I could communicate with her. And for months, I kept having this feeling, these nudges, these like strong desires to reach out. I just didn't know how to find her. I looked on the website, I looked at the college website, did all those things, and I couldn't find her or her husband. And lo and behold, I get on the airplane, and her and her husband are literally sitting right next to me. And this is a perfect example of the universe orchestrating its magic to make sure that you get an opportunity to recognize why it's been sending you that nudge, why it's been sending you significant signs. Because for me, this urge wasn't just like a little tiny urge. It was a strong urge that had to happen. And I was so grateful that I got to sit and talk to her the entire airplane ride, that neither one of us were supposed to be sitting next to each other. So it was beautifully, beautifully orchestrated. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share how the universe sends you signs and how to recognize and trust them. So let's jump in. First, let's talk about what are energetic connections, communications from the universe. These communications are from your higher self, from the universe, God, creation, from your guides, from your ancestors, from your team, from your even different aspects of your being can be communicating to you. There's energetic communications that are constantly being sent your way. It's up to us to recognize and decode them. So first you need to know who's communicating with you. Is it your higher self? Is it your team? Is it God? Who is communicating? And what are they communicating? Is it letting you know you're in alignment? Are they letting you know you're not in alignment? Are they sending you a beware sign? All of these energetic communications are telling you something. These synchronicities are telling you something. And it's up to you, because you have free will, to decide what they are. And so we want to get really, really good at recognizing the signs so you know what they're telling you. There are 6 common ways the universe sends you signs. The first way is synchronicities and coincidences. For example, when I got on the airplane, there were signs and nudges before I got on the airplane that let me know, hey, I want to talk to my old college professor. I want to thank her for the things that she did for me. And when I got on the airplane, I could have said, oh, there's nothing to that. She's just sitting there. The chances of her sitting there at the same time as me were like slim to none. So that synchronicity, that coincidence is something really important to pay attention to. When you meet the right person at the right time, there are contracts in place for you to meet that person sometimes, for you to have that connection, for you to speak to that person. And sometimes we get signs and synchronicities when we're in conversation. Sometimes it is before the conversations are happening, but the right place at the right time often was led by synchronicities and coincidences. The second common sign is numbers. The universe is made up of mathematical equations. And so when we are noticing number sequences, maybe 1111, 222, 22, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, every number has a meaning. And so if you're noticing the same number sequence, maybe you're getting up at the exact same time, maybe every time you look at your phone, it's always 1111, or maybe someone's calling you at 3:33 in the afternoon, and you're noticing that number sequence. One, notice what your thought is, because that's going to help you recognize what the sign is. You can also look up the meaning. You can Google it. You can go into your Akashic records. You can ask your team what the meaning is. But oftentimes, you can just pay attention to your thoughts and notice what you're thinking about when that happens, because signs come through numbers oftentimes. The third one is animals. Animal spirit guides are assigned to us at our inception into this lifetime. So we have a main animal spirit guide that comes in. And so oftentimes that main spirit guide has a specific theme to support you with throughout your soul's evolution, your soul's journey. But then sometimes animals show up in unexpected ways. And I'll give you an example of this. I have had a cardinal, a female cardinal, that has been trying to get my attention. Not trying, like she is getting my attention. I am noticing this beautiful red cardinal. She showed up on my windowsill while I was talking to a client. She showed up on my flag outside of my house. She showed up swooping in front of my car while I was driving on a main road that I usually drive on. Yesterday, she swooped in front of my car. I was driving up my driveway. This beautiful animal spirit guide is letting me know she is here to support me in this chapter. It has significant spiritual meaning connected to my ancestors. And then there's other personal meanings that I'm not going to get into for the length of time for this specific episode. So that particular animal spirit guide is letting me know there's a message. There's synchronicity. There's a sign from the universe. Am I willing to pay attention? Am I willing to have her support me? And the answer to that is absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Because when the animals show up, they have specific frequency codes. They have specific medicine that they can support us with on our journey. And so it's up to you if you want to take it or not. The fourth common way the universe sends signs is through songs and song lyrics. This one's a big one because music has a particular frequency, and oftentimes music can help heal the emotional body. It can help us make it through that chapter or that turbulence, or support us in that chapter that we are in. Maybe it's exciting growth or beautiful opportunities coming your way, but maybe you're grieving or maybe you're processing. Song lyrics have so many meanings, and you might notice that a song just hits you in a particular way, or it stops you dead in your tracks. Or this is a big one because this happens to me quite often. My phone will just randomly start playing songs. It will just start randomly playing songs that I didn't turn on. I didn't invite my phone to turn it on, but it will keep playing that song until I actually listen to the words. I remember being at a retreat, and for a couple weeks, I had this specific Kings of Leon song that would randomly just play on my phone. And I didn't actually, every time it would just start randomly playing, I didn't have the space to listen to the whole song. It was like very inconvenient. And trust me, sometimes the signs are not in the most convenient timing, but we do need to pay attention. And so one of my friends at the retreat ended up sending me a video. And when I went to go listen to the video, I hit play on YouTube. I'm not watching the video, and the video starts, and then the song starts. And I didn't realize the song started. And I sat there and listened to the song, and I'm like literally in tears because everything that I was experiencing, trying to put into words, trying to articulate that was going on in my life, and that specific chapter in my life was right there in that song. The lyrics were exactly what I needed to hear. It was the essence of what I was feeling. It was the essence of the chapter. And I felt seen and heard in that exact moment. And I realized the song was playing after it ended, because I was like, man, this is a really long intro to this video. And I was listening, and it just encapsulated me. So pay attention to song lyrics, pay attention to songs, pay attention to what you're gravitating towards. Also protect your mind as well, because you might be wanting to move into an exciting time, and your guides are sending you these beautiful, uplifting songs, but you keep listening to things that keep making you sad, and they're trying to send new vibrations and frequencies your way. And so you got to accept the invitation if you want to change the frequency. Hey friend, before we continue on with this episode, can you do me a huge favor and please leave a comment? Let us know what you think about this episode. Let us know if we can support you in any way. It helps us grow our channel, it helps with the algorithm, and it helps us stay connected. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and most importantly, leave a comment. Let's hop back in. The fifth sign is sudden obstacles or openings that are all of a sudden available to you. So the openings, the invitations are sometimes harder than the obstacles, but sometimes the obstacles can be harder than the invitations. Either one, both of them have their challenges, because no matter what, you have to trust your intuition. And so if you have a bunch of obstacles, like nothing seems to be going your way, you're trying to just slam your way through something, but obstacle after obstacle after obstacle keeps coming your way, that is a clear sign from the universe that you are not in alignment with that thing, and that it's important for you to reorganize, because the universe is trying to get your attention. I was dating this guy once, and I knew he was about to propose, and my gut feeling was if I went on a specific trip, that's when he would propose, and that the universe kept sending me signs that it was really important that I canceled that trip. Because if I didn't, I might have said yes to something that was not in complete alignment with my soul's path at that time. And I was younger. And so don't overlook those nudges, because sometimes the bravest thing to do is to say no to the path that you're on. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. Now, the openings can also feel really scary, because there's these paths that just keep opening up, And this is when sometimes people want to self-sabotage. So if all of a sudden you feel like, oh my God, all these things are going my way. Is the shoe going to drop? Is the shoe going to drop? Is the shoe going to drop? If you keep feeling like the shoe is going to drop, stop and ask yourself if you're self-sabotaging, because the universe is making openings for you, and you are the one that has to take the leap of faith. You are the one that has to say yes to those openings and keep moving forward. Don't self-sabotage yourself, because you deserve those openings, because you're in pure alignment with it. But the old you cannot go there. Only the new you can. And that means there's a death that has to occur in order to do that. And so you got to have the bravery to jump in and take the leap of faith. The sixth sign is heightened intuition and dreams. Some of you may remember your dreams, some of you may not. It doesn't matter if you remember your dreams or not. We all have access to our intuition. And all of a sudden, you might get this gut feeling, this knowing that you're supposed to do something or you're not supposed to do something. Trust your intuition. Maybe you dreamt about something that was a metaphor for something to come. Trust the dream. Our subconscious reveals things to us. Our spirit guides, our teams reveal things through us, through our dreams and through our intuition. And when it's important to act on something, your intuition will let you know. Your dreams will let you know. Maybe all of a sudden you wake up with this really strong desire to do something. Actually go ahead and do it, because that strong desire was a nudge from the universe. I know a couple weeks ago I woke up and I had been sitting with a problem that I've had in my business for quite some time. And I woke up in the morning with such inspiration because I knew the exact answer to the problem. And if I wouldn't have taken action on it immediately, that inspiration would have fled me. It would have left me. And so I immediately got up, started working on exactly what I needed to work on. And I felt so good, because it was like something, all of the stars aligned for me to know exactly what to do, how to do it, and to take action on it immediately. Heightened intuition and dreams are some of the most amazing signs, so trust them. So now let's talk about how to tell true signs from just noise. First off, there's a lot of noise in our space. Noise within us and outside of us. And there is a particular resonance, a particular frequency, a particular way a sign lands. Pay attention to that, because everything has meaning. And when something feels special, that's a clear sign. When something doesn't feel special, like all of a sudden you see a crow and you've seen that crow a million times, and you're like, that's not, that crow just is always there. Like, even though signs do show up all the time, but there's no specific connection to it, there's usually truth to that. Now, if you're a non-believer and you're trying to trust, give yourself permission to allow things to percolate within you in a different way. So if all of a sudden you get excited, pay attention to that. Even if it's a little bit excited, pay attention to that, because that excitement is going to let you know you're on the right path. Also, signs repeat themselves. And so don't be afraid if you miss the first sign, but all of a sudden you see it again, or you have that nudge again, or you have that feeling again, or you have that specific dream over and over and over again. Those are all repeated signs. Maybe you keep seeing that same number sequence. Those are all repeated signs. Maybe it's the third time you saw the number sequence in the day. Stop, pause. Okay, I saw this 3 times. Okay, I see it. I hear it. Please send it to me again. And you can literally ask the universe to send it to you again so that you can confirm as well, which is really, really powerful. And pay attention to what you're thinking about when those signs are occurring. Pay attention to if it's a feeling or a nudge or a thought. Thoughts are signs from the universe. So pay attention to that as well. When you feel a pulse to pause, act, or shift. And it's not just once, or maybe it is once, but it's a very strong urge. Trust it. It's usually a sign, and it's not just a little nudge, but sometimes it is the matter of you need to take action in that moment, and it's a really strong nudge. Like, let's say you're being guided to turn right instead of left, and you usually turn left, but you have this strongest sensation to do it. Trust, because sometimes you might have just missed out on a big accident, or they're guiding you to get it into connection with someone or something, or to see something along the way on that route home, or on that route to work, or that route to wherever it is that you're going. Another way to decipher noise from an actual sign is you can use your spiritual tools. I love going into the records and specifically asking, hey, I keep seeing this, tell me more about it. Like, hey, I keep seeing this bird, tell me more about it. Hey, I got this nudge today, or I keep seeing this number sequence. The Akashic records are an amazing spiritual tool that can like literally dissect the actual sign itself and tell you more about it, which is really cool if you ask me. Signs show up when you're in the process of a soul evolution. Your soul wants to evolve. Your team wants to protect you. They want to guide you. They want to assist you in your alignment. And so when these signs show up, it's up to you to take the leap of faith and follow the signs, or investigate the signs, or to get curious about the signs, to act or not to act, depending on what the sign is. It's all to support you. That's the main message. The universe wants to support you. The universe wants you to live your best life, and the universe wants you to be on purpose, and you're here on purpose. There's many purposes you have in this lifetime. If you're wanting to explore your soul's evolution, explore the signs of the universe, explore more about the Akashic records, I'd love to invite you to our Soul Evolution Masterclass series. It is going on September 22nd, and it's a 10-day extravaganza. Don't worry if you can't catch the lives. You can always catch the replays. I give away amazing prizes. You get to learn about the records, and most importantly, you get to have a shift in your soul's evolution, and many signs and synchronicities will be coming your way when you attend the class. So if you're interested, click the link. You can also go to theamyrobison.com/soul. All right, my friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please share this with a friend, and make sure you comment and like this video. It helps with the algorithm. It helps grow our community, and I greatly appreciate it. We will see you in the next one. Bye.